Students, I wanted to talk to you today about an amazing experience I had last Saturday. If I get emotional, it's okay. I went to a swim meet for my granddaughter who has some special needs. And the situation was such that she was just frightened beyond belief. And my sweet son sat with her for probably a half hour trying to convince her to do that one lap of swimming. Well, she refused, and she had her hands over her face and was crying, and I'm up in the stands cheering her on, and then I start crying. But we waited a few moments for her second chance. So about 20 minutes later, they asked if she wanted to go again. And it was very crowded, it was noisy, she was out of her element, and it was tough. But she did it. I watched my son, so sweet with her, and she put on her goggles, she looked up at him, she got in the water, and she did the lap, so she went down and back. It was amazing. She got a little medal for it. The reason I bring this up is because the role of each of us in the lives of others is so important. The role of the father can never be understated. The role of the mother is just supremely important. Everyone involved with a baby or with a child, we have such profound influence on one another. So today I want to talk for a moment about research done on dysfunctional families. Now, you know, with research, you have to take a broad area and then narrow it down. And they narrowed it down to families with one parent who was an alcoholic. The study took place in Hawaii. It was over 40 years. And they followed the children of the alcoholic parents. And it was amazing. So what they came up with, and this was not something they had foreseen, were that 4 roles emerged. The first role generally was the hero child. This child would get the others ready for school, fix their dinner, help them with homework, get them to bed, and then she or he would then take care of their own needs and get ready for school and get good grades. Well, the second one and the third one kind of intermixed at times, but I'll just label the second one as the scapegoat. This child is the one who was blamed for everything. If you've ever read the book A Boy Called It, or in the story of Stan, they are the scapegoat children, where everything that happens blames them. And so the other children get in line with that, get on board with it, and then any pressure against them is deflected onto this one child. The third one is the mascot, and this is the child who is the one with a sense of humor. In my family of origin, I grew up with an alcoholic father, and I have a sister who was and is amazing. She could make us laugh, she could tell my father off, and then she could just bring humor to any situation. Consequently, when we have family gatherings, we want her there because she's so much fun and has this amazing talent. The fourth role that emerged was the lost child. This is one who will just try to stay under the radar and maybe get through all their schooling, do their work, and then get out of the house as quickly as they can. Well, with these 4 roles, they found that 3 unspoken rules emerged. They were don't talk, don't trust, and don't feel. So, for instance, if you were a child of an alcoholic and you'd go to your parent and say to the one who's not drinking and say, hey, I think mommy has a drinking problem or is drunk or something, and the other parent will say, no, she's not, she's sick, she's got the flu, call into work and tell them that's why she's missing work today. Automatically, the child learns not to trust her feelings, and they can't trust the parent. And there are other little hidden things that go on too. So the don't talk, don't trust, don't feel, it's very hard to shed that. All of a sudden you're 18, you're now entering adulthood, you want to get into maybe relationships with people, and you have these things hanging on behind you. And that's why I've focused so much in the class on understanding your own emotions and seeing past the anger and past moments where you just feel out of control, to go back inward and look at what emotions lead up to those points. The final point I want to make is that these adult children of alcoholics, 75% of them were very, very successful. They didn't drink, they chose new traditions, and they learned how to have healthy boundaries. They would study and research how to be a better parent, how to be a more productive person and be successful in life and become altruistic. Each of you has contributed so much to the class. I'm so grateful to be able to work with you. And I just thought sharing this information would be very important for this class. Thank you.